Christian boy. Got a shovel here with me. Yeah. I know y'all heard me out there. Snowman, snowman, snowman. I was just out there. I was trucking. I was trucking with the snow. I was trucking with the snow. How y'all doing tonight, though? How y'all doing tonight? I had to get on here and just like talk about some stuff and just tell y'all about some stuff. It's been a lot of stuff going on, so we got a little bit to talk about. Try to do a little time for you, put in that work, put in that effort for you. Ladies, how you doing? You all right? All right. Fellas, can I get a woo 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 woo? Can I get one for you? Can I get one? Can I get a witness tonight? Y'all all right tonight? What y'all doing tonight? It can be anything. It could be y'all can be doing anything tonight. Friday, y'all can be doing anything. But man, it's just such an honor to be in the presence of the Lord. To be in the presence of the Lord right now, y'all don't know how honored I am right now because he's just been taking me, every step of the way. And I gotta say, Lord, thank you. On camera all the time, Lord, thank you. I know you're like, oh man, he said, Lord, thank you again. But I'm telling y'all, when you get in tune with the Lord, he always does something magnificent, and that's what I'm waiting for, even more of something magnificent. Now, one of the things that I want to share with y'all is that I reached it's a small goal. It seems small, but I can see it building. That's why I don't have too much worry about how things are going on the channel, because this is the Lord channel, and he might have something else mapped out for me. Might not be about it. I'm thinking about this, and this might even do good, but he might have something else mapped out for me. So it's always an honor to be in the presence of the Lord. I know y'all might be saying, well, why is he got that shovel, with him? Because I was outside. No, man. They thought I was. They thought Cartoon Network was on it. If you're in the distance, it sound like Birdman, and I'm trying not to. I mean, it was just so wild. Like, how wild was that snow, y'all? How wild was that snow? How you doing? How wild was that snow? Man, and see, the thing is, I'm out there. I'm snowman, and I could have sworn I heard somebody open the window. They might not say it, but they open the window. Hey, snowman, shut the hell up! just shut up. Because I was saying that over and over and over again. But see, what y'all don't know about me is, when I get into something, I'm into. When I get into something, I'm ready. Especially if it's work going around, I am ready. I was out there trucking with the shovel, just the boots and the shovel. Shovel with my friend. Me and the shovel. It was my friend. This was my baby. I had the ice pick. I had all types of stuff because it was just so much snow, and it was coming down. And I seen some people the first day it was snowing getting out there. So y'all definitely some paper chasers, baby. Y'all definitely some paper chasers. I seen them with the shovel. I said, there's somebody out there with the shovel. And the snow was coming down on Saturday. Getting it out there, getting the money. Out there getting paid. Broke off probably. They probably went on every block they could and got broke off. And I was thankful too, because it was a couple of good days. It was several good days. But that ice was fierce. The ice was, let me tell you, man, that ice was no joke. And I try to do good on the, as far as just like, the hard times and different things that we have, and I try to do real good with that. And I try not to charge too much. But I went down trucking with the shovel, and I know the guy wanted to say something else, but they like, oh, that's the Christian boy. I was like, snowman, 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 and it's like snowman. We are down here, snowman. You good, Christian boy. We are down here, snowman. I'm ad libbing, but it's just like I know that he wanted to say something. I'm like, it's fine, I done been through the things where, say, if you want to, hey, you want to cuss and things like that. But see, some people start to get it. They know that I'm blessed by the Lord, and they know that I'm not trying to, do the extra moves extra. I'm just trying to shovel the snow and make some money. But I kind of went further down, and they did a real good job down there, and everybody was almost already shoveled out. So I understood, how his point was. I said, man, I should have came down here, a couple of days, but at the same time, it was just like I couldn't be everywhere. I helped the one guy. He was stuck in a truck. He just heard it there. I said, what the heck is that? What is that? Is it a transformer outside? What is going on? He had the truck. And I'm like, man, you got to throw that thing again, dog. You got to throw that thing again. So I finally, I helped them all or whatever, showed them how to, with the truck and everything. And it was just like, uh, I understood after that. Like some people, they don't know. They don't know about the gears and different things, stuff like that. And I say, well, it's good that I'm still able to teach some things, and it's good that the Lord teach me some things. That mean I'm still learning too. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. He was hitting them gears, but I had to help him. I had to help him. He's like, thank you, thank you. I said, praise the Lord. I said, praise the Lord, because it was just like it looked like he wasn't gonna make it. He like, I got you. Next time I see you, I got you. I'm gonna give you something. I said, yeah, man, do that whenever you get a chance. And see, what I want to show y'all right there is that's where y'all get your blessing. I don't know exactly who the person is. You never know. He could be a multi-millionaire or something, you know. Or he could just, anything. Hey, I see you need, so and so and so and so. That's why, I rarely turn down opportunities unless I might find something that's way better, or the Lord will bless me in a different way, you know. But that's Snow Boy. I had a couple people stop me. They just thought, hey, you got this. You think you can knock this out for me? Right there to the end of that train. Right there, right there. You see that right there, right there? What train, sir? Right there, man. Look, you see right there? You see that? Yeah, I see it. I see it. All right, knock that out for me, man. All right, so I'm out there scooping the shovel. Whew. People walking past. You shoveling, ain't you? Yeah, you got a lot to do, don't you? Don't you, Chris? You're a Christian boy. You're a Christian boy, man. Get on there and finish that shovel. Get that shovel. You got a lot to do. I said, yes, sir. I got a lot to do. It's nothing you can say. I got a lot to do. That's what. If I got a lot to do, I got a lot to do. That's all it is. That's all. That's all it is. I got a lot to do, and I'm, you know, the one guy was he was cool, and this is like, he's like, man, you taking all my cash, and I'm like, look. I'm just telling I'm just, we just talking whatever. I'm just telling, hey, look, I can charge you a little bit more. I definitely was doing great with y'all, and y'all know, I know y'all know it, cause I was only doing like, maybe like 25 or something like that. If you felt like give more, you give more, something like that. That's it. I was doing that, so I did his whole. Like the whole front of the porch and steps and things like that. So I'm, the work is done. I'm in my mind, I'm packing up, and he takes some more work. All right, what else you want me to do? Now tell me this ain't good. See, this how the Lord worked. He wanted me to do his vehicle. And that, watch this, that could have been like $100. I'm not gonna tell you how much I paid, but some of y'all know, and y'all don't know how much it was, for him. But see, I'm in helping people as well. I'm not looking to the heavens. Lord, where my blessing? I done help so and so. Where you at? I can't believe you. I don't do that. Hey, let's just all right. Because I understand that, times are hard, times are different, times are chaotic. So I just, did the whole watch this. I did the front part of the car and hit the tires and all that. Looked out. See. And I talked about it was another guy that was stuck, and I was riding the bike. I was going somewhere else. Wasn't even thinking about nothing. Got off the bike, boom, helped out, and was gone. I don't have a ride myself, but see, that's how the Lord bless. I don't even have a ride. You help out somebody that had a ride. And I forgot about one more person too. I helped out a lady. I mean, it's a couple people that I helped out, but I helped out one lady, and they had, I guess they pushed the snow back where it was supposed to be at or something. She had to keep, how you got to keep with the traction and all. And I just I said, hey, just stay right there for quick. Shoveled it out. The snowman will do it, baby. The snowman will do it. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? That the snowman will do it? The snowman will do it. Snow. I know everybody heard me. They can't wait till the snow get over so this snowman would stop saying, snowman, snowman, snowman. I was, but some people were so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How much you? All right, here, you can have it because I ain't messing with that. No, I'm not messing with that. And I can't blame you. See, when winter hits, if you're gonna be in a place where winter hits, you're gonna make sure you got some good shovels, at least like two, 3 shovels. You got your graveyard shovel, you got your regular shovel, and you got that backup shovel. Then for the ice, you might have like an ice pick or a hammer. And I want to say that about this other, this other people that I ran into. I guess it's just one person. Don't worry, I'm not going to bash nobody. They were fine and everything like that. But it's just a situation, I'm out there doing my thing, trying to help out and help them out. And, snowman, I need a snowman. And, okay, first of all, let me say that everybody was cool. Everybody out there was cool, It was one girl that she's kind of like tall, I guess, he was kind of backed out the way a little bit as I was shoveling. But see, I would have said something to her. She was nice, dark skinned, she was fine, everything, whatever. But I'm chilling, doing my job. And I guess it's their way of pranking, or I guess that I also think that maybe this is a little way of the Lord showing me that if I'm get famous or real big stuff like that, little stuff will happen, different things like that. Because I've never had this happen before. This is a first for me, but I was just like, my mind, I'm just like, wow, shoveling the snow. And I'm doing my job. And all the other houses I went to, I did my job, everything was cool. But this particular place I went to, it wasn't really like at their house because they were parked at a certain spot. And I went there, and so the one lady, the other lady, she decides that she wanted to take the shovel from me. I set it down because the guy offered me, the little pick thing, but it's more like one of those flat picks where you can just the ice and all and get all that ice in. And it was just wild after that. It was just wild. Excuse me, it was wild after that. Because that happened. And then it was cold outside, y'all. It was like cold, and I don't normally like be messing around in the cold, but they outside, they having a good time. Just goes to show you that the Lord can bless and y'all have a good time. But they out there like chilling. In my mind, I'm like, wow, man, they out there chilling. I could have just, normally stuff like that happen. I don't really mess around, but see, some people like might see me clowning around, different thing like that. Everybody know how people are, different thing like that. I'm not saying that people aren't good because they are. A lot of times people are good. We are good people. Don't let anybody tell you any different. We're good people. Always have been. That's how the Lord created us. But during the cold, I'm like, wow, you flying around why it's like what 30 below or whatever temperature, it's like freezing out here. And I was about to keep walking, but see, my mind was on the work and doing what I had to do. And then she was shoveling, like while I was shoveling. So I'm like, all right, that's cool, help out. But the shovel seemed like it was getting closer to me. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let me move and move away, give her whatever space. Because I don't know, at this point, I don't know what we're doing. Because if you want to shovel your own thing, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Ain't no problem with that. I can keep walking. But, she ended up, oh, I almost forgot to tell y'all about the call. My phone dialing out. I say, what the heck is going on? So they must have thought that I, trying to call something on. But I wasn't trying to call nobody or call up nobody or nothing like that. Most of the time, unless it's a severe situation, I just handle whatever situation. Most of the time, stuff could be squashed. If we talk stuff out as a people, things could be squashed. But, but I guess that maybe she'd never see me up in person, and they'd be so excited. Hey, instead of just saying, hey, it's good to meet you. I seen your channel. You're doing good. Hey, how you doing? Shake hands. That's all you got to do. Like, if it was a celebrity walking or something like that, that's a person too. You see, like imagine, like okay. Let's say like Beyonce or somebody, or I don't go, hey Beyonce, oh my goodness, I'm a grown man. What would I do that? I'd be a little shocked. I'd be like, wow, this person is here. Wow, it's good to meet you. Different people. I know some people, not a whole bunch of people, but I know some people that I met before, and this was early on, and some were as recent, but I know some people. You see what I'm saying? I know certain people, and as a person, you treat them like a person. But let me just say that it was interesting. Sometimes the Lord give you a little glimpse of what's really going to happen. It was just like, I was like, wow. In my mind, I was like, wow. But, I said, all right, let's get back to it. I said, all right, let me move away from the situation a little bit. I moved a little bit, and the person was at one end of the car, and I was at the other end. And then I was trying to, get the ice. I don't think that they understood how much ice was out there. Like, it was ice out there. So for them to be playing like that, I was just like, I was surprised. I was like, wow, y'all playing? I done did 4, 5, 6 houses, and y'all here having a blast. But I mean, it's cool though, And see, I'm gonna show y'all that even through the stuff. See, this is the type of stuff Jesus do. I could have just kept walking. Look, y'all have a good day. Y'all here messing around. I'm gone. I ain't do none of that. I ain't do none of that. Y'all can have it. I got my cool. Now and see, I hear all the stuff. Oh man, he mad now. Let me tell you something about me. If you know anything about me, it take a lot for me to get mad. It take like to actually and I'm telling you, you don't know, man. You don't even know. When we're talking about getting mad, I can get a little frustrated. Okay, it's whatever. But See, stuff like that. See, if I was like really upset, really mad, or something like that, or it just really wasn't worth my time, I would just walked off. I don't have time. It's too cold to be playing. Too cold. But see, some people be like, see, I'm learning about it. Some people be excited and they don't know how to control their, oh my God, they don't know how to control it. I'm gonna show you how to do it right now. When you see somebody, you say, "Hey, how you doing?" That's all. That's all you do. Hey, how you doing? One of my neighbors, they got it. Hey, how you doing? We didn't officially meet. Cool. They, my neighbors, they're cool. The other lady, she cool. I want to say some more, but maybe we talk some other time. Hey, how you doing? Whatever, whatever it is, whatever the Lord wants. But she got it. It's easy. You see somebody, hey, how you doing? All right, God bless you. All right, good. Then she asked me like, one question. I didn't have the answer. And if you don't have an answer to the question, the only thing you say is, I don't know, because you don't have the answer. And I normally don't like giving out answers to questions that I don't know. I'll tell the person right off. I've told somebody else that I don't know, and then they ask me what I think. I say, well, I don't know, but maybe you could do this. But I wouldn't do just anything, because I'm not going to tell anybody just anything. I like to know stuff. I like to know it. If I don't know, man, look, I don't know. We can try to do something, but look, if you don't think it's good, I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I don't. You ever try to, just try to tell somebody, you just, I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I was out doing some DoorDash. I was dashing on doing a bike, and I guess the lady seen me. He said, "Oh, I was going so fast. Oh, I heard that. I was like, all times of day, all times of night, and everything like that. Hey, stay out. That's right. I know you like it, baby. I know that you like it. I know you like. I'm about to say, hey, baby, hey." But I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I was too busy with what I'm doing. But you gotta work. You gotta work. As soon as I get the other situation fixed with this bike speed, oh, we really gonna be soon. Then I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. But I heard y'all there, hey, Unc out all the time. He just working. And see, the women, they love the man that's working. They love the man that's working. All you gotta do is say, hey, and come get me. That's all you gotta do. You say, hey, I want to talk to you. You're working, all right? Because women, see, how can I put this? See, there are a lot of women who work, right? So there's nothing wrong with that, and a lot of women like to work, and it's nothing wrong with that either. But I want to say that the majority rather not. Out of all the videos I've seen on YouTube, TikTok, out of everything I've seen, they'd rather not. And see, I get it. Work is hard sometimes. Work is hard. They want to chill, sit back, relax, watch soap operas, different things like that. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I want to do the same thing. I want to do the same thing. I've been waiting for the Lord to bless me, and I told him I'm gonna keep going. Till I get to that point to where I am blessed, to where I can kind of do what I want to do and chill back and do it, and it's going to come. I'd rather it come sooner than later, but you gotta put in the work. But one thing I know is women love to see a man working. Oh, he's out there working. I will be out there faithfully. As long as I've been waiting for something like this, shoot. I almost said a word there, but as long as I've been waiting for something like this, I will be on YouTube and TikTok and everything. See, I ain't gotten to all that, but I'm putting it all together, because there's different apps where you can, every time you load a video, putting all the stuff like that. And I know about all that, but see, I'm busy with different things. But once I get good with it, or you want to say bad now, because bad mean good now, but I'm not gonna say that. Once I get real good with it, I'm good now. But imagine once I get good with it. From my first subscriber to 100, from my first view to 100,000. Oh yes, oh yes, I'm gonna get good with it. I'm gonna get good. Another thing I want to talk about is this weather that we have. What is going on? What's going on with this weather, y'all? What is going on? Other day I put my clothes on, looked at the forecast before I went outside. Of course, I know that the Lord controls the weather, but there are other, let's say things that control the weather too. We already know different stuff like that, so I'm not gonna get into that. But I put my clothes on. I got everything all nice and ready. I'm ready to go. And I went outside. I forgot about that part. I actually went outside. I actually went outside. Right? I went outside and I, went to the store, whatever, got some things. And I'm getting ready to start my day. And all of a sudden I hear tires in water like shh. I said, what is that? I say, I know good and well it ain't raining outside. Go outside, I see the wind. And people, and the wind, I say, oh man, it's raining. So I say, all right, well, I'm gonna try to, it's supposed to be settled down, but the other day it wasn't really supposed to rain. And then like today was supposed to be like the majority of it. Actually, I don't know if it's after 12 that I meant yesterday. I don't know what time it is. But, it was just like, it was wow, this weather is crazy. But I noticed some stuff too, and I've been noticed this, but I ain't never get a chance to talk about it. I want to see if y'all notice it. Notice how you go out on Valentine's Day, it's nice and sunny, it's warm, you hear the birds chirping and everything like that, and people walking around. You can almost wear shorts. Everything's bright and beautiful and sunny, and everything is great. Now, if this was the Lord, okay, great. But see, if it wasn't, then watch this. Before that, you got snow and hail and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 800 inches of snow and everything like that. Then it's raining. Then one day it's raining heavy. Then it's windy. It's real windy, hitting you back and forth. Then the next week, okay, it's just bright and sunny on Valentine's Day. Then after that, back to strong winds and real cold, things like that. Coincidental, right? It's a coincidence. Yeah, sure. Sure. But I'm not going to get too deep into that because I don't want to have to bless nobody. And I don't want to have them to try to put a certain type of blessing on me. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? All right, so we just going to leave that alone. Because I'd rather just be sunny. It could just stay sunny. But that Valentine's Day was sunny. If y'all got to think about it sometimes. Y'all got to see it. Y'all got to see it. It was nice and sunny. The rest of the whole February, at least that whole 7 days should be sunny. No, all of a sudden, after the holiday, after you spend all your money, come on with me now. Come on. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? After you done spent your money, back to the drawing board. Storm come, you gotta rush and spend all your money. Again, go to the grocery store, buy all the stuff. Maybe y'all see it. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a couple of y'all to see some things that I done seen. I had to talk about it. I had to talk about it. Then I I actually, I'm not gonna say I was talking to somebody on Valentine's Day, but I seen someone that was really really beautiful on Valentine's Day. So I just want to say hi. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to bother nobody. I told her I'm not trying to bother you, but I just want to say hi. I'm on camera. I'm doing a little comedy. How you doing, sweetheart? You're looking good. You're looking good. You're looking good on that Valentine's Day. You're looking good. And I got more to say to that, but I got places in this area to go, so I can't really say too much because I still go to different places and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. I really am because I see something as that was happening. It was a couple different situations that happened. Now, actually, I could talk about the first situation before that. I heard somebody saying some stuff, and I was about to say, that, yeah, girl, I can be there for you. I kind of left it alone because I was a little bit busy, but I heard it, and it was just like, wow. It's just like, I wouldn't expect that on a day like today. I wouldn't expect that. But somebody was really upset, and I say it was a female that was really upset. And like this person ain't do this. And I was like, wow. She's talking about somebody that she was, I guess, kind of dealing with or something like that. And I'm like, wow. And I'm about to yell out, hey, you should have called me. But I'm like, nah, let me just go ahead and I just kept, mind my business, looking at stuff. Cause I don't get too involved and stuff like that unless somebody need help, things like that. But it was a good day. It was a good day, a different day because see, I didn't know that some of those things were going to happen. I didn't know that. But actually, I didn't know any of those things were going to happen. I just was, kind of going out. I had a few things to get, and the Lord put a blessing on my heart. Say, hey, do this right quick, because my mind was somewhere else. I was going to do something else, but it must have been meant for that person. See how the Lord worked? You doing one thing, he over here. He letting you do that. Because I could have decided to not do that. But he look after you. So, I'm trying to make sure that I didn't leave anything out. Make sure my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed because I wanted to make sure that I talked about what we had to talk about. And especially that cold weather. I wanted to make sure that we had a good time. Like I said, I can't let another Friday go away until I let y'all know about this blankety blank snow and all this blankety blank situations that's going on. It's so much stuff that's going on. I would have to have a pen all the time, just be writing all the time. I don't know. I think I have enough time to tell y'all every single situation that occurred. But it's good because God is good all the time. Let me get on here and talk about it. The Christian boy, and see there was another situation. I heard somebody say something, and I just left it alone because maybe I'm on the mic and I don't know everybody's situation. I might say something, but people do stand up and stuff all the time. They say stuff. But because I'm a soldier of the Lord, look at that blankety blank. I'm not gonna tell you what they call it. Look at that blankety blank. I can't say all the words. See, that's that helping hand that the Lord got. That I want to say all the words, but baby, look at that blank. I was just in my mind. I'm just like, wow. I'm like, well, I'll pray for that person, Lord, and hope that I didn't mess up anything they got going on. And see, when your light is too bright, y'all, or when you're doing something right, that's what it is. You're doing something right. That's when, ain't that when, as I said, that's when you get the most attack. And I must be pretty close to something, and I'm coming for the Lord, I'm coming, baby. The Christian boy is here. I want to let you know right now. So I hope y'all had a good time as much as I did. It's been wild, man. It's been wild. Oh, I got one more for you. I almost forgot. And I know a lot of y'all seen me too. I've seen me trying to get up that hill and that thing. That thing, I don't know who made it. It seemed like a good product, right? Excuse me. It seemed like a good build, right? But that thing did not go fast. That bike that I just got, it did not go fast at all like I wanted to. Maybe it was for, I don't know, maybe they built it for like a mini for like, how they like 8-year-olds or 7-year-olds. But I just didn't have the speed. I was trying to get up there. I said, what in the world? It wasn't it. So I had to, kind of get that thing back, and we gonna get it right. But I always confront the Lord and say, you know what's best. I can wait a little bit longer for a blessing. I know He's gonna direct my path, and I'm not ashamed. See. One thing is, like I said on YouTube, is that someone said that hustlers, they do this, and they keep going. You just keep going. That's an obstacle for me. That's a Monday for me, a Tuesday for me. You get used to it, but see, some of y'all give up so fast, and I'm just, first of all, I want to thank y'all for taking out the time to drop the comments. How you doing? I know KC. I knew you was gonna jump on here. I seen you. I just couldn't stop. Thank you for loving my shirt and video. KC, I think you're my biggest fan for real. I really do. And that's all right with me. That's all right with me. I'm not gonna forget you. I promise I'm not gonna forget you. Get to that level. Who knows? That's why I say start now, because I might get to a level where I might say, hey KC, why don't you do so and so and so and so? And see, the Lord can do anything. Might be on the road or something like that, doing some stuff. You never know. So, KC, you still watching this? Keep going. Get yourself prepared for whatever the Lord wants you to do. I feel as though he's telling me that, because you just never know. You just never know. And I believe, I have faith. I believe 100% that He's gonna work something not only in your life, but He's definitely gonna work something in my life, because He's working there. He's working there. So I want to thank y'all for this time. I really have a good time talking about stuff like this. I really have a good time. And it takes a lot of, sometimes it takes a lot of writing, but this time it took a lot of mental, because I had to keep that in mind. I said, I got to get on here and talk about this and talk about different stuff and everything that's going on, and talk about the snow and talk about the weather, talk about Valentine's Day, and talk about, different people saying stuff and different things like that. And I just had to keep that in mind and keep the time frame in mind too, because if I didn't, I wasn't going to do it till maybe later on the day, or I just was going to just like, I'm just not going to do it. But that's why you stay prayed up, and that's why you just thank the Lord for every day, and keep talking to Him, because He knows all. He knows what you want to do. He knows what you're going to do. And He's got it all under control. So I had a blast. I had a good time. I hope y'all had a good time. I know it's a little late. Y'all might be just getting back or about to leave out. By the time you see this, it might be a couple of days. It might be a week. Who knows by the time you see this. But, I had a blast, y'all. It was just so good to be in the presence of the Lord when He stop you, and when He just say, what, do this. All right. And I just want to talk to people about, like, just kind of feeling like you're taking a loss. Like, if you ever feel that way, you never know what the Lord is doing. So if He stop you to do this, You go ahead and do that because he might have something better for you further down the line. He just want to see if you're gonna be willing and obedient. That's all. That's it. That's it. It might not have nothing to do. See, the Lord's blessing. I'm just gonna be totally honest with what I think. The Lord's blessing may not have nothing to do with anything I'm saying comedy wise or anything like that. His blessing might be totally separate. But he still will bless you just because you watch this. Watch how easy this is. Just because you stopped and took some time out to read a scripture. Most people say, well, they ain't doing nothing. There ain't no money. Is money in there? Is there money in there? They ain't doing nothing. But to the Lord, that's his word. The word is living. It's precious. It's precise. It's living. Some of y'all don't understand what living word really. That means the Bible is alive. That's the Holy Bible. That's him. His words. You understand how big that is? It seems small. Oh well, that's just a book. No, that's the Lord's words. Living words. The living God. Wasn't there water and blood flowing out of Jesus? Oh my goodness. I'm going to stop right there because if I go on, we're going to have a sermon. I just want to thank y'all so much. Once again, shout out to KC. I appreciate you getting on here. I don't know if I'm going to do another. I was thinking about doing another one, but this one might be it for right now. If I do, it'll be about 5-10 minutes after this. If not, then I'll see you next time. But I want to thank you. Y'all been great. Thank you for the views. I just happened to look at the number. The numbers just was going up. And I know it's just going to keep going up. And I seen the subscribers, the numbers going up. And I said, wow, it's just a blessing. It's a blessing because what I thought was that earlier on in my career, this stuff would have already been happening. And, let's say I, be a certain age and then, okay, I took care of all that and now I got time to chill. But sometimes he has the Lord, a lot of times has a proper time for you to do what you need to do. And I can't tell you how much honor and glory I give to the Lord and how honored I am for him to wait and say, you know what, I'm going to wait. And then you're going to do this. Then you're going to be able to, do some of the things that you've been wanting to do. So that's why I say you're anytime the Lord can bless you. So don't at any point in time, don't ever think, well, man, I can't do this because of this. Or I can't do it. Do it. Don't matter. Do it. And one thing, I want to say one last thing. Y'all remember like the Jerry Springer show? And people like Morgan Freeman, later on in their career, they were bigger. Some people probably don't even really know the younger Jerry. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really see those. I'm just now watching those episodes as far as like the younger Jerry. But the older Jerry was like, yeah, what show? Yeah, we on the show. But if you were like, nah, well, this ain't it because, I can't do it because of age, or I can't do it because of this. I can't do it because, I hurt myself. I can't do it because, the way that somebody might think anything. Don't ever think like that. Just do what, the most important thing is do what the Lord wants you to do. He'll direct your path. Y'all know my name is Christian Boy. I appreciate y'all. I had a great time. y'all want to see more stuff like this, let me know. Let me know. But it was wild, man. Especially that snow. It was wild. Christian boy, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all be safe, be blessed. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, guys.